Hello and greetings, my fellow Long Darkians, and welcome back to the new season of the Long Dark Interloper. Do remember, we are continuing our older season, and I will post up on the community post on YouTube. I'm kind of outlining the new Long Dark schedule, because we've got old Interloper run, we've got new Interloper run, and we have the old Dead World challenge as well. And I'll be dropping and sprinkling map tour videos, other things in between. It's kind of just a wait and see because there's a lot of bug fixes, a lot of content. There's a lot of craziness at the moment, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to talk a little bit about it in this video. As you can see, yeah, not everything is 100% cozy, but overall, I think the DLC at the end will be good. But we're gonna talk about that just a little bit. Let's go check our, because I'm still a little cold, Oh, this is not great, not great. I do have a little bit of cloth. We have yet to find a sewing kit though. But I've got ammunition. And apparently that is fixed. I do believe. I saw in the patch notes. But that would apply to a new save. So our loot's gonna be a little rough. So I'd say, but alright. I also want to check. I'd rather not burn any matches if we can avoid it, because I'm getting down to 5. Because we're not doing too shabby. Also want to check. And let's go over our skills really quickly as well. Hey, I'm not doing too bad. Not doing too bad for, I do believe, what, 5 days in. Not terrible. Let's go see what the weather holds for us. I don't have any murder, any rabbits. Well, let's give some current Long Dark news as it works. I was just reading a tweet from Raph just a little bit ago because they're going to be working on bug fixes, other things, etc. It is getting close to the holiday time, so they will be off till January. And Raph said, I'm not entirely sure, because he says he's always going to step back and let Katie run things. He's step back, he's working on other projects. But he says he is going to do that. So let's see if that does happen. I want to get some more cattail. How is the temperature? It's negative 27. Oof. Can I make that up to the other cabin on the far side? I might not be able to. I might have to warm up again. I think I have enough tinder plugs for the moment. Might grab a few more.
Where can I find something to eat?
Rabbits, run. But I just want to remind people, there are going to be 5 more content drops in 12 months. And I am perfectly cool with that. Provided we do that in 12 months. They have used a little bit of goodwill up with this content launch. Because one thing I've noticed, I've been playing this, as some people have noted on the live stream, I have been quite busy playing this week. I have noticed not a horrible decline in quality control, but enough that it is of note. It is of note. I know, it's also the comment section probably hasn't been as kind as I would be, but I definitely know I'm not blind to the fact that it would be better. And right now it is mixed on the DLC ratings, about 67%. There is I think it is a little higher because there is a little, and we'll get into this because I'm gonna have a discussion. This is kind of a general broadening in games as well. There's a little bit of white knighting going on in the Long Dark. There's always been a certain subset of probably gonna tick somebody off saying this, but I don't necessarily mean you. That white knight in Long Dark, about Long Dark, and always say they can do no wrong. And I see that generally, and not just applying to Long Dark. A lot of games, there's a lot of people that will go out of their way, they will make it to their job to defend a developer. I don't think you're doing a service to the game, because one thing about white knighting is you tend to attract the opposite when you do so, because you can actually see a lot of it about the reviews now are kind of back and forth about this. So you attract, I don't believe, feel free to leave a review though, whether you loved or hated it, of course. But don't do so just out of retaliation from one side or the other. Because I think that just muddies the whole review score as a whole. I'm hoping that's going to clear it up in a while. And I think at the end, this will be positive review score. We're going to go check up here. We need whatever we can get up here, really. And I think I'm going to eat some cattail today as well. Just to get us back up to 100%. But also, like, don't flame the reviews as well. A lot of reviews were that initial couple hours. There was a few. I think if day one, if some stuff went wrong, and that's the only thing you're mad about. But the problem with that is people will do that. I saw this recently on Callisto Protocols as well, because they had problems day well, and they fixed a lot of that as well. It's cool. People, a good majority, I would say 80 to 90%, they'll leave that review. And even if they don't feel about that way later on, we'll never fix it. They're mad then. They hit the review. And guess what? They've already forgotten about it. So there's going to be some reviews like that. I think just keep an open mind. Leave the emotion out of it a little bit when you do the review. But emotion does go into games quite a bit, though. Let's get warmed up. Raph says he's working up, hyping up other things. That also brings into the question. Oh, we're actually warming here. And I know you have a bigger team now. That you're working on other projects as well. How much is the team getting split up? Because you still have story mode coming next year, late next year. Probably December, I would imagine. Plus you got this 12-month cadence of DLC. Plus you're working on 2 other projects? It just makes me worry a little bit. You might be overextending. But I don't know all the details, brass tacks. It says it has a will in hand. I will take the word, but this launch has been a little rocky. Because my loot has been a little funky on this one. And they say, yeah, with the new game. Initially, that would never happen during the early access of everything they made. I think it's a lack of, because I know they've done it before, covering this game the last 8 years, is when something happened, they would get it so it would fix your current save. None of this is, oh, if you just have a new save. Because luckily all of us are kind of all new saves anyway. I do remember on Steam you can use that time capsule system. I made a video on how to do that. Because in Steam you can still play your old saves. They're not gone. Save file's still there. But generally they would fix stuff so that would be retroactive in your current save. I'm wondering if it's just they're not taking the time to do the extra step. But they are on a 12-month plan now, so you wish you kind of had a little bit more. I won't get into what is, because I think they have stated what's in 12 months, but they didn't do a great idea what was, I think they didn't advertise enough what is in this one, and that's in my discussion video. We won't gloss on about that. But definitely everything could have been handled a bit better. Let's go warm up and use some cattail. You do have, I just have so much canned food. And not a can opener. I'm gonna get a little bit. Man needs can opener. Just gonna sleep for an hour, warm up a little bit. A magnifying lens would not be amiss. I'm gonna get another cattail. I don't think we have enough. We can use a little bit to heal up. How's your water situation? I'm actually thinking of braving it into a coastal town site today. I was a little bit of rant. I know I've been going on rants lately in video games, but generally, and there's been a lot more gamer discourse last year or so than normal. I Of course, there's been a little bit of developer discourse as well on their side. To the point sometimes they felt like you shouldn't leave a negative review if something is bad. So I mean, just take your time and do a review. Think about it. Make sure you got all the facts. Make sure you played it enough to do it on any game review. And, yeah. I did leave a positive review myself, because I do believe in the end this will be good.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
I'm willing to give them a chance on that, with the problems currently. Because I do believe they will fix it. It should not have launched like this. I believe, if anything, you should have delayed it. Definitely. Look on that side. Yeah, we're gonna get to this cabin that I forgot for quite a long time in the last run, but I wanted to make sure I grabbed it this run right away. Because somehow, over the course of a year or two, I completely forgot about this cabin. However, we're still freezing quite a bit. Welcome to earlier Interloper, especially without the cold fusion. Is not a good time.
I'd eat anything right about now.
You kind of miss it when you don't have it. Alright. Rose hips. Have that. Lovely. And also talk about another time. I keep going on a rant. But Raph said, if you don't want to, if you're not liking somehow the stuff with the DLC, you don't have to buy it. But you also made a lot of changes to the game that happened regardless if you bought it. Losing the saves, etc. And I know some people are very, very upset about that. I have gotten a lot of messages about that. Like I work there or something. I don't know what you want me to do about it, but at least on PC you do have the option. But I don't agree. I agree it does make you want. How hard would it have been in the new system to get that in? How longer would that have taken? I don't think it would probably be impossible. But probably a lot of more work than they were willing to do. But then again, that's just armchair developing there, so warm up really quickly. Oh, you think I'm gonna give them well fed? Maybe we'll think about it. I really don't want to though. I also feel there will be some more balancing as we go on in Interloper, loot-wise. Not necessarily it'll affect this run, though. I'm not entirely sure. I need to warm up a bit again. I will get a proper schedule on the community page.
So hungry in my
I'll mention that next video. I've got it mostly figured out, but I do want to have like long dark content every day. I'm just gonna try to balance the 3 runs, as it were. And get another cattail. Even in the, an hour or so in the bed, we are still... Oof. Cold, cold, cold. Little backpack, though. Gotta always be a little more careful now with all the randomized loot. Not everything is where it once was. Oh, but now we do have a Polaroid, though. Okay, that should probably be up at... I don't think they've changed that. This should be up at the tower. Okay, well, let's go. A little bit later in the day. I'm just getting to grab some clothes. I really do need a sewing kit. This is fine.
I'm gonna need you.
And good odds of that being in. Okay, that wasn't on me, folks. That was not on me. That was on Will. Oh, this guy. Oh, my ankle. I was bunny hopping. He. We will, in the course of this run, we'll probably break his ankle about 1,000 times. Let's keep on keeping on. I do plan I want to do a little more photography during this run as well. We'll paint on our visuals there. And also, we'll talk about, we haven't experienced yet on this run, but I've covered on the channel, Glimmer Fog doesn't actually affect you. I've tested this out quite a bit. You will get insomnia, but as far as I could tell, I didn't even do the T. I just slept. As a mechanic as a whole, it's not very. It's cool looking, but there's only one location that, as far as I know, because I've checked the caves as well. We might go check the log cabin trailer first. So this is a little bit dicier. There's a wolf around here. Yeah, the basement of the main hangar is the only place. And also, hangar on the main map is spelled wrong. We discovered that during the live stream. It just points out to quality control a little bit. I guess does this Hinterland credit though, because we become used to that high quality of content that they do release. So this is why there's a bit more kerfuffle as well, because we're not used to them. And eventually the harder parts of the community will argue that, oh, there's always bugs, it's horrible, you know, that's you're never gonna win that argument. But yeah, there's little things, but it's never been major. Oh, hi. You're just kind of chilling. I expected you to almost turn around. You are a lovely new corpse. Hi. Good to meet you. This one is paint. Lovely. About as useful as bullets, really. About as useful as bullets. Some people use it though. I just don't myself. No bedroll as yet either, but it's actually not a horrible idea.
Right now.
There's so many maps now and map options. It's like, hey, what do you want to go do first? Because I probably will make a beeline for, you know, old-timey's sake. We'll go out to Timberwolf Mountain. I think it's a better idea to go sooner rather than later, as long as you have a bedroll. It is very viable. You can do it. On our one run, we did it like day 2-ish, I think. Well, we went out Timberwolf Mountain down day 1. We ran into a bit of an issue. Got frostbite, had to turn around. I went back to Pleasant Valley for a second just to get some supplies and then came back.
My fingers feel numb.
It's generally just kind of how the loot rolls on that when that spawn that you can do it. But it's definitely very doable on. Okay, we're just gonna go check in here. Hopefully we'd be warm enough in here. Oh yeah, we're lovely in here. This is nice. And pry bars. This weird to get though. That's what I'm trying to remember that ever happened in Interloper. I don't ever remember that happening in Interloper, I guess. I mean, maybe it does happen. And like that, they were handing you a big thing, like, oh, it's cured gut. Crackers. Oh, ooh, crackers, though. This is... Well, that's actually quite good. I don't have a tan of lantern fuel, but I do want to check. I think it's worth noting maybe checking more crates now. Because it could be stuff in various ones if they change that around a bit. Down here we can only get out with the lantern, with the Aurora. But I don't have a ton of lantern fuel, so I don't think I'd want to try it. Yeah, it's, just in case. You want to be prepared also. Make sure you get in and out of there during the Aurora, because we got stuck in there one time. It wasn't too bad because we had enough for a couple days worth. But if I hadn't been prepared for that, it could have been a very bad time. I'm actually going to go turn this off. Apologies. It's going to be a little dark for a second. Get another cattail. We'll try to wing it over into, yeah, coastal highway, town site. And it is also very viable, for the most part, unless you get ambushed, to not actually use any weapons for quite a while going into Interloper.
I need to find food.
I literally just fed you, Will. And I must say, I hope they don't fix some of the voice lines, though, because it's hilarious. Like when he's losing a... When I was looting a corpse, like... and he gets finds something. I wonder if the owner is around. I love that. I really think that should be a thing. Right, we got wolves on the right side. Actually got two. Also looking forward to the wildlife refresh as well. Not knowing where every...
I need to find something.
Because I still know... Even the loot's changed a little bit. I still know where all the spawns usually are. And I've already, with the new maps, I pretty much figured that out. There's not a lot in the new spawns. It's a very... Not as tense enemy-wise. Video game-wise, as it were. There's not a whole ton of wolf population out there in such a broad area. This guy's is kind of a harsher area. Whoa, I think I saw. Oh, we got. That's not used to seeing doe, you know. It's a little weird still. Look. Also remember visors. I know people keep reminding me of visors every time. We'll get that trained into us again. Okay. Hit the hood. Just so you remember, you eluded that. And I did, after I found those bullets, I thought about trying to get to start the run over, but I'm like, we're just going to take it as it is. That's how I like to do it. I like to Iron Man a lot of games, as you know. And this is just the way the dice rolled. We'll do the best I can. Because what if it happens again, you know? What if something else? Bug. They change something else. Another content drop, etc. And to get it back, that yeah, you don't have to buy it. No, you don't. But things you have done do, with the free content updates, do affect the game. So it's kind of, you know, things you were doing with the DLC is still affecting the people that were enjoying the game. They're probably still enjoying the game, but some of the changes they did, getting the bugs that came with it, not particular fans of. Now, we're going to be careful. As much as we can. We're going to grab that. Visor, visor, visor. We've already found one memento. I guess there are 44, so I was not expecting that many, you know. That's impressive. I'm checking mailboxes now because there's normally an interloper you wouldn't even bother. More sticks. I know we're cold. I know we're cold. We're losing condition. We're not in great shape. Let's grab this cards. Well, alright, mailbox. I will go for the... Don't see anything in the back either. I'd almost definitely advise if you haven't played in a while. Is that... That just looks a little more blue than I thought it usually was. Alright. Maybe hold off if you want to start a new run for a while and just let the bugs get sorted out. I'd almost have to,
Damn it.
fortunately say.
So hungry.
But hopefully they can get the majority ironed out before they go on vacation. For about 2 weeks or so, there's not going to be anybody in the office. Yeah, so anything left over is not going to get done. You're going to land very anti-crunch because you can see as when they start it, they're like made without crunch. And I think some people's studios say that, but then they don't follow it. And myself, I do a lot of crunch on the channel, as you can tell. But that's just kind of the way I'm wired. It's not healthy. Shouldn't do it, but just kind of the way I'm wired, I guess. Plus, I really just enjoy doing it. All right, there we go. Microwave done. And not a whole lot. We are warming up though. That's nice. Now, really what I like to see in the DLC though. Basements. Or is that just a coat closet? I bet there's a bunch of warm coats in there we just can't get. Gonna get a bit darker.
I'll be hungry later.
Ooh, granola bar. Yes. You will be hungry, Will. Just like a can opener. Triple T. I might actually take that tonight. That would just help a little bit. I wouldn't say no. Get at least some decent loot here, but...
I think I can use this.
No, maybe if we fix that up, but again, need a sewing kit or we need to make a fishing tackle. I feel like that fishing tackle might be, since we did get some gut, that might be more viable right now. Well, good old toilet water though, that'll never fail. I'm not gonna linger too long. Water a little bit and get another cattail. Isn't decent, but I really would like to get cooking some of this as well. Just match drops of. We just got that first thing of matches, and we've been on the run a little bit. Trying to get supplies. We haven't been able to take our time methodically on the maps, as much as I'd like. There will be time for that later. Now this is the interesting bit. And I did have a buddy who was, because I got him the DLC, who's actually streaming it tonight. He had a couple dicks. They hadn't played in a while. They have a couple friends that have not played Long Dark in quite some time. Diving back in. And yeah, if you get out of practice, it can be quite dangerous. Visor. I'm gonna just take a picture of visors now. This video can just be visors. Yes, we are checking the visors now. Okay, let's just get in for the night.
So cold in my life.
Get in for the night. I think not a terrible idea. Okay, not to. Ooh, hello. And the. Why do you mock me, game?
What have we here?
Well, very nice, though. Unfortunately, though, we are not warm enough in here. Oh, I hate to use a match right now. Gonna do some quick looting while we're freezing. Though 80% of this Interloper is usually empty.
I better take this.
Hey! I will talk smack more often then. Alright, that's the other note from a long time ago, so not really worth glossing over. No new memento or anything.
I'll be hungry later.
Okay, food-wise, it hasn't been terrible. That's just another... We've already got 2 tin cans by now, right? Yes, we do. Oh, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no. Still freezing though. You know, I tried. I'm gonna suffer through it a little bit. Scrap metal. I am starting to think about crampons early though, because one of the nice things we can do, we just gave him a little bit of cattail, is that we'll be able to make our makeshift crampons early. Yeah, so we can, when we go up to Timberwolf, it's going to be a little bit easier. Might even, I'd rather have a bedroll to try it, but it should be, if we had a little bit of coffee, it should be more doable. Non-potable, not even really worrying about. I'm just going to put you the sulfur up there for later. But stone, I am going to get a little bit of... No. No, lantern fuel is taken away there. And that will warm us up, and actually in a little bit while we're doing this. Great.
Thank goodness.
Hey. That's 81%. Not terrible. That is a start, so we can actually get saplings now as well. These, I don't generally use those. I know some people rave about it, but I've never really had a need. It's always been pretty easy to get water when you can.
Pack is getting kind of heavy.
I don't think it's that heavy, Will. Bridge, do you have any more lantern fuel? No, you don't. Ooh, hey though. Wow, this is actually decently stocked for... Ooh, wow, alright. The food-wise has actually been, I would feel like, better than normal. We're gonna have to turn this off. This is just... Yeah, it's getting flimsy. Unfortunately. And the red lantern, which I actually have yet to find, is actually, runs more fuel efficient and runs longer, I do believe. I actually had 0 luck on the... I actually started over the run and I was just looking around for it and I have not been able to find anything. Well, those runs predate the last fix though, so it's probably all at a Mystery Lake cabin, I'd imagine. Okay, so we think we got everything. Quite a bit. I'm gonna get a little bit more cattail. I know I've been going through it a lot. There's a lot of cattail in this game. I don't think they thinned it out, so I think we're okay. Maybe you have a soda too. I am generous sometimes. Let's get a little bit, then I might... I want an Aurora though as well.
I could eat a horse.
Nice. Get a little bit of the archivist stuff. I haven't noticed anything new with the new areas, new buffer memories or anything of the like. But very nice. I kind of want to get rid of that as well. Lovely. Clothing wise, probably could harvest that up. Probably next time. Wow, we do have some scrap metal. Actually, let's grab that. It's not a snare. If I could get some hooks. Yes, okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. And we've got some line. A snare is tempting, but yeah. Why not freeze, though? Okay, so. We should be... Oh, I can never remember where we're putting this. I think we don't really need a thing to do that anyway. We shouldn't. Fishing tackle, yes. So we'll need 2 fishing tackles. So we should be able to fix up our clothes a little bit. And these will get us by. I like to use the majority of the fishing tackle, but then save it for fishing. Okay, so what priority should... This technically would be better, I think, at top quality. 48 minutes. Wow, alright. Well, he's learning to sew. I mean, I feel like that's kind of fair. We'll want to put that on the outer side, though. And plus, we look nice for maybe if we get a job interview later. Well, I mean, I'd hire that guy. I don't know about you. Okay, so let's Cyril serious aside. Let's see about... I'm going to spoil you a little bit. We're going to give you those stale crackers. But wait, folks. There's more. And a nice cup of herbal tea. Very nice. So let's get a good night's sleep. And I hope this should heal us up. It's not going to be 100% even with that herbal tea. We dipped a little bit too low. I didn't really want to spend more time, though. We're not bad. If I could just... We got enough of little cattail and stuff. If I take it a little bit more easy, we should be back at 100%. But alright, ladies and gentlemen.
My life.
Yes, Will is hungry. News at 11. But alright, I think we'll leave off here. And new episode coming soon. I will have that schedule up on the community channel of where I want to put. I just kind of want to decide what day has what episode. And then, depending on community feedback, I can change it as needed. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Sure that like button does help out a lot. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video.